You want to know how to unlock the last character? The Clarici? Why, hello, Clarici. Do you still hear them? The lambs? This is Silence of the Lambs reference for anybody that's not familiar. Whoa, whoa! Hold on, Santa water kind of strong. You know what? Seems like... What did she start? Max area of effect? Look at this. What's going on in the Mad Forest, man? It's different now. It goes away after a while? Oh, hell no. Let's take a magic wand. Oh, it do be shrinking, that's for sure. It's like, it's actually, I should not have taken garlic. It's almost like a detriment to have them die so far away. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend this as 40, honestly, unless you got like 2.5 hours to kill. I know Mouth talks about it like non-stop, but it's not that good. It's my 2 cents. Same bit over and over. I know, wow, anything else to say, man? I have been watching the Jackass movies again, though. They're just kind of like endlessly rewatchable, man. Why not? Did you see the article that was like, it has long been said that the only pure American art form is jazz? This changed in the mid-1990s when a young teenager named Bam Margera started selling videotapes of him and his friends kicking each other in the nuts. I think there's some truth to that, honestly. As much as it sounds like kind of a, you know, like an ironic take, I think Jackass is like, it's art. It's crazy to think of how much it inspired. Let's try. Like, it really made it... The show only ran for like 3 seasons. I mean, obviously they made 3 movies. This is the 4th one coming out. But it left its mark on media. Like, it feels like it went straight from Jackass, like, right into early YouTube era. More area of effect, thank you. I did see the Miyazaki interview where he said he made another Poison Swamp for Elden Ring, and he knows people don't like it, but he can't help himself. Just before he knows it, he's already made another one. I think it's actually like... I will no longer complain about the swamps. Now, don't hold me to that, because it's an easy joke to make when you encounter one for the first time in a game, but... Now, I feel like, you know, if it makes him happy, it can't be that bad. Might as well try. Like, the dude just loves making poison swamps. More power to him. Now that I know, like, he's doing it not for the gamers, but because of, like, some, you know, dark passenger inside of his own psyche, I'm, like, way more into it. Like, this is his calling. Will we ever see Sporkle content again? Absolutely, for sure, 100%. Mostly because I keep paying for my premium Sporkle membership. It's like $3 a month. Sporkle's great. I just gotta, like... It would be better if I curated a list of quizzes before just diving in. How about React Court? Maybe. I got a playlist for you. Jay, it better not be, you know, what shape is this? Click on all the shapes with 3 sides. I swear to God. It'll be too much. Give me more Santa. No, give me more Attract Orb. Name an animal for $1. Name a woman. I like crosswords, don't get me wrong, but here's my problem. I need to... Like, I'm kind of like Johnny Carson, and chat's like kind of like Ed McMahon, but less talented. So, I need... Like, 90% of the time people are watching the show for Johnny, but occasionally Johnny's like, I've only got 9 out of 10 jokes in the hopper, so I gotta look at chat, find someone to point at and be like, look at this person, let's all make fun of them, haha. And you can't do that in a crossword, because in a crossword, people are doing the thing, which I completely understand, but they're like, I know the answer to this question, so I'm just gonna type the answer. And it's no fun to do a crossword if you just see people, you know, giving you the answer. So it means you can't really look at chat, which means it takes away from some of that banter. Instead, you're just watching some guy who's like pretty good at crosswords do a crossword. Ban people that backseat? I'm not gonna ban people for backseating. That's like... I mean, at that point, I'd rather just keep them around, and then I can afford to buy the 4-pack of buns, even if I have to throw 2 in the compost. I'm at, because, like, I mean, what else are you supposed to do during a crossword if you're not, like, writing out the answer, right? You're supposed to be like, wow, it was amazing how he got that answer. It would be nice, but at the same time, like, you know, can't do that for, like, 10 minutes. So instead, it's just going to be people talking, like, chatting to one another, and that's where problems start in the chat. People start to bring up, like, actual stuff going on in their real life and stuff like that. I'd rather just keep the pogs flowing. You know, for all the... And I wouldn't say I'm mean to chat. I would say we have a banter... You know, we have, like, a... I'm not sure what... A testy relationship, but a good faith testy relationship. I don't shout when I get mad. I get quiet when I get mad. So anytime you hear me shouting and you're like, oh, he's so mad, that's not the case. If I don't say anything for like a minute straight, you'd be like, he's fucking pissed. You'd see many episodes of PUBG for examples of that. But I'll be honest with you, I ban like so few people. I might be the most base streamer, I should say. For all the back and forth and the faux antagonism with chat, I ban one person a month, maybe. And then, like, usually, I walk it back. Here's how my one ban request a month goes. I'm playing Super Auto Pets. I just lost somebody some channel points. They go... You're so stupid, my points. I ban them because I'm offended. And then after the stream, I see that I have an on-ban request. They're like, I shouldn't have called you stupid. And then I unban them and say, no, I shouldn't have banned you. You also should not have called me stupid, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. Then occasionally you get like somebody that comes in and is just like, you know, insanely toxic. And then you just ban them. And then, you know, that's that. There's no need to really give it any more attention than that. I think most people are watching the stream just to be entertained. Most people are not watching to be like, I'm going to issue personal attacks. Depending on who you're watching. What the heck? I guess I'll go Spellbinder. Also, like, I know we've gone through this before, the community has changed a lot. You know, I used to get, like, I don't know, 10 tweets a day that were, like, unsolicited advice for how to play The Binding of Isaac based on things that happen in episodes, like, recorded 20 days before the tweet actually arrived to me. It's crazy. I mean, like, I get it, but at the same time, Like, how can you be nice about it, right? Like, so you'll record an Isaac episode where you're talking exclusively about, like, air fryers. And then 3 weeks later, somebody is like, hey, just so you know, in, like, episode 735 on the caves, you said there was no way you could actually get to that item. But if you used a bomb to get the pill could have been bombs or key. And then also, you could have then had a key which would unlock the lock to allow you to get to the item pedestal. And I'm like, I just can't. You know, you just go like, oh, we'll take it under advisement. But I like the Super Auto Pets tweets I get. I always like, because they literally just say like, hey, check this out. And it's always like just the team that gets 10 wins. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm happy you're happy. The Isaac stuff, I was like, I don't want to tell you. I don't really care if I'm good at the game at all. Like, I'm just having a ball. I found an Auto Pets, but it's like marbles. Any askers in the chat? Yes, Steger, it's me. I'm the asker. So it's an autobattler. Let me ask here. It's an autobattler. Chat inserts their name. They don't control the battling, but they go like, you know, 1v1 until one person wins. Is this correct? I suppose I could just ask you for the name. Now that I think about it. Sounds kind of pog, for sure. Sounds pretty pog. Okay, this is pog. Do you celebrate Lunar New Year? Kind of. Like, not really, but kind of. Sometimes we will cook, like, some Korean food for Lunar New Year. Like some mandu guk or something like that, but I don't want any. I guess we'll take Laurel. You know, like a dumpling soup, but don't really celebrate it. I gotta say, though, it's nice to double dip on so many holidays. Like, this year, we could have probably triple dipped on Thanksgiving. Because we celebrated Canadian Thanksgiving, and then the border opened up for 15 seconds, and we were like, let's go celebrate American Thanksgiving with the American side of our family that lives in Washington State. We probably could have also done Chuseok. We could have phoned Kate's parents up and been like, let's have some delicious Chuseok meals. That's my main goal is not to blow up and act like I ain't know nobody. My main goal is to blow up and get 3 Thanksgivings a year. I kind of like Lunar New Year more than regular New Year, though, because, like, North American New Year has no food associated with it except, like, champagne. Who cares? Like, at least Lunar New Year has, like, it has foods associated with it. North American New Year, like, obviously I get the significance of the calendar rolling over. I don't find it as arbitrary as some people maybe. Good time to take stock of what worked and is not working for you in your life. However, they could at least release, like, some kind of, like, New Year pizza or something like that. That's like, hey, on New Year's, we eat pizza with, you know, salami on it instead of pepperoni. At least give it, like, some kind of food to tie it all together. Give me a spellbinder. +2. Every holiday should have some food. Scallop potatoes? Why not, man? Dude, I haven't had scallop potatoes in a long time. In a long time. Remembrance Day? Okay, maybe the somber holidays. No, there's somber holidays that have food associated with it. As long as you did it tastefully. Why not, you know? Like on Remembrance Day, you could, like, you know, eat... You know, we eat Spam because that's what the soldiers had to eat. I could go for some... Hey, it's Remembrance Day. Can I get a Spam Musubi, please? Scalloped potatoes based as hell. This is an honest question. It's not. I'm not trying to pass judgment, but I don't think I've eaten scalloped potatoes since I was like 14. I remember liking them a lot. Are they the worst food for you? Because it's like, what is a scalloped potato? They're thinly sliced potatoes, like boiled first, sliced, then baked with like a bunch of cream. Hold on. Canned Labrador with axe, right? With axe? Potatoes, cheese, milk, flour, cream. All of that sounds so delicious. Did I ever tell you? I think I was talking about it in an Isaac episode. What is Chipotle doing to their tortillas? Because when you get a burrito bowl, it gives you the option to get a tortilla on the side. It's 320 calories to get a tortilla on the side. I bought tortillas to make like a quesadilla for my daughter. The tortillas are 140 calories and they're big. Like I mean, maybe not as big as a Chipotle tortilla, but they're big, man. They're also not as tasty as the Chipotle tortilla, so I think that maybe there's some kind of correlation there, if I had to guess. Yeah, they're big like EA Sports big. Like the company that made SSX3. They're that big. This seems dangerous. I'm a little worried about this garlic, but it might also be one of our only chances to get an evolved weapon soon, which is why I'm trying to mainline it. At least the attract orb's pumping. Look, we're melting the ghosts at least. But I'm like, I'm on that wave right now. Every morning I do a Peloton ride. I see how many calories I burn. That's why I don't want to eat 2 hamburgers just to not have to throw out the buns. I'd rather they just sold me buns in increments of 2, but we don't need to get back into that. So instead of getting burritos, I've started getting burrito bowls, but I'm always shocked when they give you the option to have a tortilla on the side. I'm like, a tortilla is like half the calories of the entire burrito bowl, and the burrito bowl is like, it's freaking full, man. It's freaking full. What was your wattage today? Today was not a PR day. I think on my 30-minute ride, my average wattage was like 172, 173. But you know, when you take a music-themed ride instead of an intensity-themed ride, you know that's what's going to happen. I felt like I still had a good day today. Isn't it best to stand inside of the Santa water? You know what? I never thought about it like that. That's a great point. Yeah, that's what I tell myself. It's kind of like an active rest day. You a sauna person? No, I don't like to be warm. Even, like, when we go snowboarding, like, I'll take a bath after I go snowboarding, and it feels nice. Or I'll go in the hot tub. But I only like to be in a hot tub for, like, 10 minutes. And after that, I'm like, I need a cool tub. Because I am too warm. I would enjoy, and they do this at like some Korean spas, but it's not as popular here, obviously. But I would enjoy if they had like a hot tub and then there was like a cool tub right next to it, and you could get in the hot tub until you got like too hot, and then you could get in the cool tub, and you could just kind of like mix and match, like him, me. That's called the pool. I mean, the pool's not always cold, you know, it's just cooler than a hot tub. We're talking, this is January in British Columbia most of the time. Like, this is a situation, I mean, these pools are absolutely heated. If they weren't heated, then they would be frozen. There's a Nordic spawn near me that does that. That's kind of sick. I've never been to like a spa, but like when we were in Whistler, Kate was like, you know what? It's my birthday. I'm gonna go get a massage. And I was like, you do you. And then she called down to the spa and was like, can I get a massage? And they're like, yeah. How's, 4 o'clock? And she's like, that's great. And then she went down and got a massage. She was talking about it. She's like, you gotta get one. Like, I feel so much better now. It was, like, 50 minutes of, like, pure relaxation. You gotta get one. And I was kind of like, I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't really know if I think I would just be bored. But then she convinced me. I called down to the spa, and I was like, can I get a massage? And they were like, sorry, we're all booked up. And I was like, thank you, have a nice day. So still, I don't know. It remains a pleasure that I have not had the pleasure of. Do it. Yeah, I don't want to say, like, it's because I'm a man, but I can't think of any other reason. It's probably that. They don't know I'm bald just from hearing my voice. Maybe they were like, this is the guy that keeps asking us for extra towels. Tell him no, he seems needy. Like, we got 3 people, he only gave us 2 towels. We gotta try to get the evolution. I kind of sound bald. Who's the third person? Oh yeah, my baby. That's right, he is a kid. No, don't be weird about it. I'm responsible for another human life. Any dads in the chat? This one goes out to all the dads. We wouldn't take our baby into the sauna. Come on, don't be ridiculous. We would tie the stroller up to the bike rack outside when we went in. A baby can't go into the sauna. +2, +2. Just more +2 farming. Thank you. Maybe this is like a parent take, but I think every store should have a daycare built into it. -2? Okay, I meant that ironically. I meant, can you believe I was making up a guy who thinks that. But I do think... dude, here's an anecdote. You know, like, once a month I go off on self-checkouts and how they create, like, malicious compliance where, like, they think you're stealing something, so a bright red light goes off and then you have to wait for somebody... Like, a cashier still has to man the self-checkout in order to make sure you're not stealing something. So we were going through the self-checkout. We got 2 candles. Because it was my mother-in-law's birthday. I hate to tell her age, but she needs 2 numbers. She's not under the age of 9, okay? So I scanned the first candle, and then it says, put it in the bagging area. I put it in the bagging area, and then it said, please wait for assistance, because the scale said 0. I swear to God, the attendant came by, and she said, oh yeah, in the future, there's a stack of magazines here for this exact situation. So all you do is take a couple of magazines off the top of the stack and then throw them into the bagging area. And then it will think that, like, it'll trigger the weight sensor to be within the tolerance range of it being correct. And then you can just keep going. They gotta fix the damn system, man. Like, I'm not mad at the cashier. That's hilarious. That, like, that's the... Like, you know, real problems require real solutions, right? She's probably, she's sick of having to go over here and be like, are you trying to steal a candle? So instead, she's like, check out this cool tip. But they shouldn't have to do that. They should just make the sensor, like, I don't know, less ridiculous. It's crazy, because it's getting to the point, like, it's worse for everybody to use the self-checkout. At least recalibrate it or something. The stores, they're cheaping out, man. This is the same store that, like, they have a deli counter, a seafood counter, a meat counter, and a bakery counter. All 4 counters are staffed by, like, 2 people total. And I'm like, why am I paying so much for cheese? None of the money is making it into the labor force. Just because, you know, the owner wants to keep doing Save On Foods $1 million score and win challenge. If a Canucks player scores 5 goals in one single game, then a random person living in Quesnel will receive $1 million. Been watching the team for like 8 damn seasons. Nobody even ever scores 4. It's the cheapest advertising of all time because you know you're never going to have to give it out. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, your grocery store kind of, if your grocery store sucks, like No Frills, it should at least be cheap, like No Frills. You can't have a shit grocery store that is expensive. I hate seeing that dude on TV every single time. I don't know, anyone else live here in British Columbia? Every time I see that dude on TV. It's Dave's Save On Foods Score and Win Challenge. I'm like, I'm not saving on foods, I'm paying for foods, and you don't have any staff. You're saving on staff, Dave. You're saving on staff. They have that in Alberta as well. If I ever see that guy, I'm not gonna engage in physical violence. I'm just gonna give him a piece of my mind. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell him what I just told you. That's like, hey, if you got the audacity to charge $9 for a jar of peanut butter, maybe you could, I don't know, pay somebody 1 jar of peanut butter an hour to work at the bakery section so that I'm not standing there with my thumb up my ass trying to buy 2 buns so I can have Beyond Burgers without filling up my compost bin every night. In local news, a bald man was arrested today for harassing beloved BC celebrity and business owner Dave from Save On Foods. Bystanders say the man engaged in an unhinged rant about how they should start offering burger buns in smaller quantities. He must not own a freezer, Jane. I'm in prison watching the TV up there. They don't get it! I have a freezer, but why should I have to use it for your incompetence? Anyway. Or just don't have a counter. Just have the bakery put the stuff in a bin, and then you could, because they do that at some grocery stores, then you pull it out of the bin, and you write, like, you know, 631 on it, and then you're like, okay, that's 631 is like, you know, Kaiser rolls. Shit pisses me off, man. We made our business worse as a joke. Thanks so much. Don't even get me started on the self-checkouts, man. I'm bringing a stack of magazines next time. I'm gonna put down 2 ribeye steaks. Wait, no, I'm gonna put down... How could I use this maliciously? As satire. Satire! This is satire. You would have to buy something really light, like vanilla bean, then punch it in as like russet potatoes, then throw the vanilla bean on the scale, and then just throw on magazines until it went like, that's good. And then you're getting real organic vanilla bean for the price of a couple of potatoes. Oh, man. Why would you scan it if you wanted to steal it? It's called plausible deniability, sweetheart. Then if if the cashier came over and was like, what the heck, those aren't potatoes, I'd be like, oh, sorry, I have dyslexia and I typed it in wrong. I must have typed it in wrong. I don't know, I typed in vanilla and then this came up. Weird. And then I would be like, oh, gotta take this, and I'd pretend to get a phone call and then run out the front door. Anyway. And then they pull up this clip right here. No, I know I don't steal from grocery stores, but I am psychotic, and I hope that one day I get accused of stealing from a grocery store, and then they like illegally detain me in their security room, and then I pull out my credit card statement and I'm like, look, I paid for all this shit, and then I sue that motherfucker for everything he's worth. That's the American dream right there. To be illegally detained by a for-profit business and then take them for all they're worth in the court system. Oh, man. It's getting me. I got a smile on my face just thinking about it. Damn, I gotta go shopping more often. I reached a level of freedom. I know I talked about it before, but I know even if I'm going to a second store, I no longer ask for a receipt from the first store, or if they give me a receipt, I throw it in the trash. So I'm like, the world's so fucked up. You really think Shoppers Drug Mart is gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna check out with like an extra strength Tylenol bottle, and they're gonna be like, hey, what about those paper towels? And then I'm gonna be like, oh, I got these across the street. And they're gonna be like, yeah, no likely story, tell it to the judge. But if they did, oh man. If they did, I could take them for all they're worth. I'm like, just try me, man. Just try me. Yeah, this is a shower thought. It's like a shower fantasy. What about getting burned by really hot coffee? No, I don't want to, like, okay, I know that that one was actually the restaurant's fault, and it was only, like, for 20 years, hearing, like, morning show DJs be like, wow, she didn't expect the coffee to be hot? What a dumb idiot. You know, like, that incepted our population into thinking that the person was at fault when actually they served the coffee way too damn hot. But, like, I want the business to make the mistake. I want them to be like, he's just a little bald pipsqueak, and then I'll be like, yeah? Let's see what the Supreme Court thinks about that, you piece of crap. And they'll be like, oh, sorry. They'll slide like an envelope across the table. I'll open it up. It'll be like, you know, $10 million. And I'll be like, yeah, $10 million a day, maybe. You can't buy my silence, Galen Weston. I don't know, I have these grocery store power fantasies. Probably something I should go to therapy and tease apart why that is, but kind of busy right now, standing inside of the fire. We need to take the power back at the grocery store. You know what? You know what would be a good bit? What if you went to the grocery store and you tried to sell some food to the cashier? What if you went to the deli section with like a wrapped ham, and then you started to like barter with them, and you're like, hey, how much will you give me for this ham? That could be fun. That would be a funny thing. -2? Wait, you would watch that YouTube video if it came out in 2014. You think you're better than me? They'd be like, Get Out. I don't think they would be like Get Out. I've seen some public freakouts. Usually everyone's just standing around like looking at it, hoping somebody else will tell them to get out. Myself included, by the way. Why is every bit just bothering service workers? Good idea. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video that's 33-year-old man orders meat from the deli counter perfectly, and then everybody in Twitch chat who hasn't been outside in 10 years can watch it to brush up on the fundamentals before they go to the grocery store. That's gonna be a hit. That one's going to the moon. Are you crazy? Anyone else, when you get a good zinger, you feel like a little, like a burning hot ember between the two hemispheres of your brain? And then you indulge it? Nobody else, when they recognize that they've got something in the mind palace that could wither somebody in chat, you don't feel your corpus callosum swell a little bit? It's called going sicko mode. You know why I'm here. That's not a sign of stroke. I have put both arms above my head. I'm not slurring any speech. What are the other ones? My face isn't drooping, I think. No more than usual, anyway. My lips are a little chapped, for sure. Yeah, I don't smell burnt toast. And now you got me thinking I don't smell anything. I think I'm good. Chapped lips. I know this is an insane person take, but ever since I shaved my beard, my lips have been getting more chapped. And you're gonna be like, it's only been like a week. You can't draw a causal relationship there. But I said that, I remember saying that like 5 years ago. I was like, anybody else lips get chapped when you shave? Like, something's, like, a beard traps more moisture for your lips or something like that. Like, I don't know what it is. My lips have been getting super chapped, man. You're onto something. I'm telling you, I think I'm onto something. I got Laurel. You can't kill me. Fuck you. You can't kill me. Dummy. You gotta say, let's go! 7 seconds. You see, Santa Water did 3.4 million damage? That's kind of sick. I shaved a couple days ago. I got chapped lips right now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Then when you lick them, it just dries them out even more. Well, okay. Slash marker me. Wow. We only got an hour left in the stream. What the heck? It flew by today. Give me some greed so we can get that final character. That's good enough. Then slash marker me.